Words denoting places of worship. Often, just one word can be used to describe an entire place. Instead of telling many words, just a word will tell the reason. The list, what I am now telling to you, are the examples, such words in the context of places of worship. Few words we know we use it regularly. Hindus telling their worship place as temple. Jains also telling temple. Hindus, Jains, Taoists. These people telling their worship place as temple. Christians telling as church. These are all you know well. For Muslims, mosque. For Parsis, fire temple. Parsis, fire temple. For Buddhists, vihara. Buddhist vihara. A small Christian church is called chapel. A large Christian church called Cathedral. We know in Chennai, one place, one famous road, Cathedral Road. The church is very big one. So that due to the church, the road is also called Cathedral Road. Church in Scotland called as kirk. Jews, what they will tell, synagogue. Then other sacred places, other than these temples, sacred places. Residence of community of nuns is convent. So you know some Christians running schools are also called convent. So that community of nuns managing that schools. So residence of community of nuns is called convent. Residence of community of monks is called monastery. The headquarters of religious head in Hindu or anything, the headquarters of the religious head, ashram. These are all, you know very well. Ashramam, we will tell in Tamil. Ashram or Matha, they are telling. The sacred building in the east called pagoda. Then buildings occupied by monks or nuns under an abbot or abbess, abbey. A convent of nuns is called nunnery. A tent containing sacred objects of Israelites on their journey to Palestine, a sacred place for worship of God, is called tabernacle. So we see some worship places. This may be very helpful to us when we go to that place. Now we will see some sports and games. You know, chess, it is called chess board. When we are playing chess, it is called chess board. Carom also like that, carom board. Some places are called field, football field, athletics field, athletics track also we may say, athletics field, football field, hockey field, then soccer field. These are all the field we are telling. Horse racing is called course, track, turf. Course, track, turf, horse racing. You see, the track athletics also coming, track, horse racing also coming, motor racing also called track, motor also calling track. Course also will be tell for motor racing or horse racing. The court word is used for squash. Squash playing place is called court. Tennis court, we know very well. We will tell always tennis court. Volleyball court. Volleyball court, we are telling. Badminton court. The golf is played in the course or green, we are telling. Golf is played in the course or green. Horse racing also we may say course. Okay. The green, the other one is, we say golf, we are telling green. The other one game, that also called as green. Lawn bowling, that also called green. Lawn bowling. Archery, the playing place called range. Archery, range. Boxing, where the boxing is happening, that place is called as ring. It is called ring. We will not say field, it is ring. Cricket, pitch. You may see before starting the cricket match, the umpire and the player will see the pitch. Pitch is always that. Pitch is just good. They will give commentary also. It is very wonderful for spinning. It is good for batsman's pitch, bowler's pitch. The playing ground, but we can't say this is ground. They will say that particular area where the bowling and batting is happened is called pitch. Driving is called pool. Driving pool. We can say swimming also. Swimming pool. We are telling swimming pool. Like chess, draught also a game. That is also called board. Draught board we are telling. Then ping pong. It is one of the game. That is called table. Rugby. Rugby is played in the field. Shooting in the field of range. Skating, ring. Skiing on the side of mountain, slope. That is called slope. Tennis court. 10-pin bowling, alley. So, for track cycling, what will say? Velodrome. Velodrome. So, we know now some worship places and places of games. Now, we may understand some nature related words. A cud chewing animal like cow. Ruminant. A cud chewing animal, cow, ruminant. An instrument for making holes in the soil for seeds or seedlings. Making holes in the soil for seeds or seedling. Dibble. Absence of rain for long time. If there is no rain for long time, that place is called drought place. A cluster of flowers on the branch. What will say? Inflorescence. A slimy substance between the wood and the back of the stem. Cambium. A gnawing animal. Rodent. A four-footed animal. Quadruped. Quad means four. Quadrilateral we seen in the mathematics. Similarly, four-footed animals, quadruped. A thick underground stem which possesses buds, nodes and scale-like leaves. Rhizome. A spiral shoot of plant which winds itself around another body for support. Tendril, we are saying tendril. A preparation for killing insects. Insects will make loss to the farmer. So to kill the insects, the name is insecticide. Pesticide சொல்றோம்ல, like that insecticide. Insects will be killed. An organism living in or on another. Parasite. Parasite. We will say that one. Rock from which metal is extracted. That is called ore. Mining ore we are telling. So the rocks are for metal is extracted is called ore. Soil composed largely of decayed vegetable matter. Decayed vegetable matter, that is called humus. Washed down and carried away by rivers. Alluvium. Washed down and carried away by rivers. Something is carried away, taken by the river is called alluvium. The animals of certain region. In a region, some animals will live due to their comfortability. In Vedandangal, birds are coming. So similarly, a region where the animals lives, that is called fauna. Government is now taking care of the safety of the animals. So where the animals are likely to live there, the place is safeguarded. Animals at home, equally on land or in water. Amphibious. That have pouch in front of their abdomen in which they carry their young. They are carrying the young in front like bag. Pouch is called like kangaroo. That animal is called marsupials. With backbone, vertebratus. Without backbone, invertebratus. Animals lasting for single year session, annual, 2 years, biennial. The entrance of the pollen grains into the bolus in the ovary. Fertilization. The entrance of the pollen grains into the ovulus in the ovary. Fertilization. The feelers on the insect. Antennae. The meat of the sheep called mutton. We know well. Sheep meat is called mutton. The green coloring matter in the leaves of plants. Chlorophyll. The process by means of which animals or plants breathe. By breathing, the methodology is called respiration. Animals and plants also breathing. So it is called respiration. The plants of certain region of or period, flora. The plants, initially we see for animals, fauna. For plants, for tree like that. For plants of certain region or period is called flora. All trees are not come in all places. So some region, due to the soil wealth, they will develop. So the plants in certain region is called flora. The rejected or wasted parts of an animal killed for food. Offal. The part of embryo which forms the root. Radical. Part of embryo which forms the root. Radical. The shoot on stem. Plumule. Then the central part of an fruit, that is called core. Central part of the fruit is called core. The dead skin cast of a snake. Slough. Then 2 leaf appendages at the base of some leaves. Stipulus. Plants let off excess water through their leaves. Transpiration. Plants manufacture food, photosynthesis. You see in the biology also. Plants manufacture food, photosynthesis. Plant absorb water from the soil, osmosis. Pollen grains are transferred from the another to the stigma of plant. The seed or spore of plant begins to grow. Pollination. The seed or spore of plant begins to grow is germination. Pollen grains are transferred from the another to stigma of the plant is called pollination. The seed or spore of plant begins to grow is germination. The vegetarian of certain region, flora. You see, initial also. The plants of certain region called flora. The vegetation of certain region are called flora. Tiny opening on the undersurface of leaves through which the plant breathes. Stomata. Tiny means small. Openings in the undersurface of the leaves through which plant breathes. The respiration is happening. Is called stomata. To supply land with water by artificial mean. It is called irrigate. Irrigation we studied by motor or anything. We are sending the water artificially to the field. When rain is happening, natural irrigation opening. Artificially we are doing the water to flow inside the land is called irrigate. Then the seed leaves of the embryo, cotyledon, the track or scent of wild animal, spoor. So we learned many words related to worship, sports and nature. It will help us when there is a need. Best wishes, Ramesh.